Welcome to the Great Rocket Massacre of 2017. He says checking his...
Rocket Massacre?
Yeah, about to take on Team Rocket and kick their ass for the first time of 2, technically 3 if you count the tower.
That was quick.
Gambling for kids. You know, you gotta go kick Team Rocket's ass. It's part of the job. No, I haven't got time to gamble. I am a busy person.
There's always time to gamble.
Look at this guy, he's just got on the poster in the middle of a casino, starts a Pokemon battle. This guy's smart. Smart! So you've got a lot of rockets to get through, so I hope you like Raticate, Zubats, Ekans, a couple of Arbucks. This is a draft. It's going to be great fun. We haven't even got to Silphco yet, there's even more rockets. Ah, Team Rocket. Still the most threatening out of all the teams. Not that that's much of anything to be threatening out of any of the team bad guy people. Because none of them are threatening. I should get the Zubat count. Actually, I don't think there was that many Zubats. Which I was thankful for, because fuck Zubats. And he's dead. With my Raichu. It's Mount
You've got a real issue with those, haven't
and
you?
really any cave in the even in the later games, you still generally run Zubats to the caves. It's like... the boss. Is that his name? Just... Yeah, you left the poster, you're meant to be guarded and unguarded. Smart move. I said they're all stupid. I just walked into your secret base. That guy's got real tunnel vision. Yay, I got an escape rope. I'm happy. It's all complicated words and numbers. Well, that's like me trying to use Microsoft Access. Just no. But we will be meeting Giovanni at the end of this. Everyone likes Giovanni, right?
Hey.
No? Okay. He was kind of... Well, he was mildly threatening when they first introduced him in the anime. Mainly because you never really saw his face. It was all mysterious, and then it just kind of went down the crapper. With Meowth's weird visions and dreams about him got weird. Really weird. Jesse and James would try to be threatened in the first episode they were in, and that lasted for about 1 episode. And they went, nah, we can't take these too seriously. Alright, Team Rocket probably the most loved thing about the anime is Team Rocket. You know, people don't like them more than they like Ash or Misty or Brock. Although Brock made awesome jelly-filled donuts. But everyone likes Team Rocket because they were useless, but they had spirit. Team Rocket did. They kept
people like villains. Alright, villain role.
You know. But they kept trying, goddammit. Failing at every single turn. And they were basically invincible, like nothing could kill them. Ah, Jesse and James. Who I hear are now taken seriously in the anime. I haven't watched the animated Naruto because I just can't be bothered. Going back and watching the original anime, it doesn't really hold up at all. It's not as good as you remember it being. If you remember it being good. Yay, more rockets. Hey, Drowsy, it's something different. I told you I'll see the Drowsy with its chocolate bottom. That sounds dirty. Chocolate bottom. Sounds like something you do not want to put in the Google to search off. Well, I don't know why it's. I don't know why its bottom half's brown. Hypno's isn't. It's just. I don't know why it's simply the trousers. No Pokemon have any sexual genitalia. Eggs just appear at the daycare. No.
That's good for a lot of animals. A lot of animals generally they're internal.
Pokemon just they're in the same room, and after a while an egg appears. That's reproduction. What do you want to know? And then the egg hatches, and you get a Pokemon out of it. Except for all. Well, actually no, because in the original Red and Blue, when you go to the Pokemon Mansion and read all the logs about Mewtwo, it does say Mew gave birth to Mewtwo. Well, that's Gen
Now,
1, where
is
there's
that
shit
literally in
of
terms
retcons
of-
since then.
Yeah, I understand that, but in terms of saying give birth might not literally
I think it's
mean.
just imply live birth, whereas you didn't give birth to well, not literally, give birth to Mewtwo in the anime. It was a clone. I think it was a clone, I can't remember. There's weird shit around Mewtwo.
Yeah, it's if my memory. Well, it's the scene, the famous
Yes, the lab he's
sort of
cloned.
scene of the lab.
I mean, in the games he's cloned, or I assume he must be cloned because there's not another Mew to breed with. They must just impregnated Mew with the. I'm not an expert on cloning,
Unless
is what I'm saying.
it's, No, I'm trying to think.
Wait, so you're saying
Immaculate
Mewtwo is
Conception.
Jesus? Interesting.
It's a possibility. Well, no, it's some animals can do that.
That was
as
because they could change their
Jurassic Park
gender.
told us.
Some frog that. I know some
Yeah.
animals can change
Some
gender.
animals can do. Some animals.
Just
No. Some,
reproduce
Immaculate
asexually.
Conception. Yeah.
Wow, so either Mewtwo is Jesus, which is an interesting take on the I'll say mythos of Pokemon. It's canon. Because it has canon, Pokemon does. So going, let's do that. I still like the first movie. It's a shit movie. Well, at least massively hypocritical. But then so is the second one, really. And I will admit the second film is technically better than the first. But Mewtwo was a way more awesome villain than... Did the second film have a villain? Other than Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, who were kind of...
It was the collector.
Yeah, Mewtwo was a way better villain. Mewtwo was a way
The guy
better
who
villain.
started the whole
Hypocritical.
Yes. Here we are. Parthenogenesis. That's
I've learned
asexual
something today.
reproduction. It's the natural form of asexual reproduction. The growth and development of embryos occur without fertilization.
Wow. But yeah,
It occurs naturally in many plants, in some invertebrate animal species, including nematodes, water fleas, some scorpions, aphids, some mites, some bees, some phasmida, and some parasitic wasps, and a few vertebrates, such as fish, some fish, reptiles, amphibians, and very rarely birds.
what happened, it just kind of oops.
Well, it's been noted to happen, but it's a rare thing. I mean, there was one here that happened with a turkey.
Wow. Yeah, Mewtwo was a better villain than that guy who was apparently in the second film, but I've completely forgotten. Mewtwo was slightly threatening in that film. I will give him.
Parthenogenesis in birds is known mainly from studies of domesticated turkeys and chickens, although it has been noted in the domestic pigeon. It's never been known to naturally occur with a mammal in the wild.
Damn it, we can't have Immaculate Conception. Unless you believe the Bible, of course. Yeah.
That's Immaculate Conception.
Or
That's
just
something
God sleeping
entirely
with
with
an underage
parthenogenesis.
girl. Which would fit in with most gods.
Have you ever
No.
read American Gods by Neil Gaiman?
Where's Neil Gaiman?
I highly recommend it.
It's
Start
Neil
reading
Gaiman.
it.
No, I said that's the reason to recommend
like
it on that
that?
alone. Yeah, it's Neil Gaiman.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm reading it at the minute. I bought it last Monday and I'm about halfway through.
Yeah.
And it's a lengthy book.
Didn't you do an episode of Doctor Who, Neil Gaiman?
It's very good. Yes, he did The Doctor's Wife.
He is a good writer.
He's generally he's an incredibly good writer, and I can't praise him highly enough. The book is brilliant. It's not really a reinventing of classic gods either. It's sort of a reinterpretation, and I quite like it. I quite like the characters. I like the story and everything as well.
Well done, that's a book recommendation of the week. You'll need a new one for next week. Same one again? No, I can't do that. That's not how this works. Are we still battling the rockets? Yay! Like I said, we haven't even got to Silvercoat yet, but there's even more of them. Plus some dickhead in purple trousers. No one likes that guy. No one. Yeah, like I was saying before I was interrupted about Mewtwo being an awesome villain. Before you went off about asexual reproduction and then Neil Gaiman. You know, a natural flow of topic if there was one. He was a semi-threatening villain in that film. Mewtwo was. And that's
Yeah, Mewtwo is a good villain, you're right. To be fair though, he's also... where is
he must have a name. The Collector. Pokemon...
He doesn't introduce himself.
Current talking while I look this up. His name is Lawrence III. No, it's here. Wait, it's Wikipedia.
You're kidding
Lawrence
me.
III. Yeah, he's the Pokemon Collector who strives to make a legendary prophecy occur. His plan to capture the legend... It's my reading voice. His plan to capture... I don't know what voice that is. It's just a voice. But yeah, Mewtwo was hypocritical to a massive level. Well, the entire film is hilariously hypocritical. Fighting with Pokemon is wrong. This entire franchise is based on what is essentially glorified cockfighting. Don't pull this bullshit on me. But Mewtwo was threatening. Even in the sequel. Well, not sequel, it was a long episode of the anime where Mewtwo came back. Voiced now by Dan Green. Who does decent Mewtwo? It kicks Giovanni's ass. Not that that's hard, he's Team Rocket. But yeah, but we never really do villains well. At all. But none of the teams in any of the games are ever threatening. You got Team Rocket in Gen 1 2, and you know, this is the same criminal organisation that one 11-year-old kid beats them and just the entire thing falls apart. Giovanni goes, nope, that's it, I'm done in crime. You know, Gen 3, you've got whatever they were. I barely played Gen 3 because fuck Gen 3. But that's my own personal opinion. Gen 4 was Team Galactic, who were useless. Team Plasma, who were also hypocritical. And Team Flare, who was just basically Team Rocket with snappier suits. That's why I like the rival in Gen 2, because that character actually has some character development, which is fucking rare in these games. He goes from a complete dick to someone who actually learns the power of friendship, and the most cliche thing ever. But
it always sounds weird. He wins by the power of friendship because he. No, I understand it. I like hearing you say it because you kind of you as you say the words. You kind of
it's just the most
stop believing it yourself about halfway through the sentence.
It's Japanese thing.
They believe the power of
friendship will save us all. And that's how every anime ever ended. But yeah, he actually had some character development to his character. His character actually changed throughout the game. Like, holy shit, this is a new thing. And he's Giovanni's son. Which is confirmed in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
What?
The rival Silver from the red-haired rival from Gen 2. Is Giovanni's son. If you get a Celebi in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can use that shrine that had no use in the forest. I forgot what it's called. And Celebi takes you back in time. You see him and Giovanni, and the possibility that Giovanni commits suicide as well. Because like you battle him again, and afterwards he leaves the waterfall, and you hear a splash. And when you go out, he's just not there, and people theorize he jumped off the waterfall, killing himself. Who knows? These games can get dark. There we go. Right.
They're dark by suggestion more than anything else, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, they are. Well, yeah, it's be worse.
This is the more sinister way of doing dark stuff, really.
Generally dark ones. You should read the Pokédex. Something like horrifically dark. Involved also involved children dying. Was on the Pokemon Drifloom.
Something creepy.
Drifloom's Pokédex entry is: it is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloom for a balloon and holds onto it could wind up missing. And they just get horrific, and some of them do generally get. Bennett, that's fucking
a bit creepypasta.
Bennett, who is an abandoned plush doll, becomes his Pokemon. They are said to live in garbage dumps and wander in search of children who threw them away. Yeah, they are.
That's creepy.
I don't know if people actually ever read the Pokédex, but some of them are horrific. Jesus Christ. That's why there are so many creepypastas about Pokemon. Because there is some dark things in these games they hint at. Never with the Pokemon is designed for kids fundamentally. Oh yes, and now I have got the ability to put sunglasses on my Gyarados. This is now the coolest Gyarados ever. It has shades on now. Because it's a Gyarados with shades on.
Why?
It powers up its dark.
Why does it need shades?
It's quite more useful. I just want a Gyarados with a... Since I can't get my Umbreon game, because you have no day-night cycle, because Umbreon is awesome, and Dark-type Pokemon in general are awesome, I've decided to put the shades on my Gyarados. Sadly, it doesn't show up in the picture. That'd be hilarious.
It'd be nice if it did, wouldn't it?
Gyarados shades. Probably just shades of Gyarados.
50 Shades of Gyarados.
What's colour? It's like a Dulux colour chart.
What? You're actually fat. Alright, come on, something that's made you laugh.
It's the mustache more than anything.
Mustache.
Alright.
Come on.
Don't rush me. You want to see this, doesn't he? It's the first
picture.
Need to,
after hearing you laugh so heartily.
Most awesome thing ever.
Oh god.
It's the mustache. That's fucking
Right,
hilarious. I'm like, oh my god. I just typed in shades on Gyarados and Google, and there's several images that are fucking amazing.
I like the first comment.
Yeah,
there,
that Tash, man. That Tash is phenomenal. Whenever I think sunglasses on Pokemon, I think of Squirtle, the Squirtle Squad. Squirtle.
Yes, that's funny.
Yeah. Like I said, the anime hasn't held up ever that well. Especially the first season. I know it's still going.
It's still going.
How old is Ash now? If he's still in the anime, I assume he is. I know all the voice actors have changed because it's different. Can't believe it. I know Veronica Taylor doesn't do Ash now, like she did originally. He's never got the cast. I think Veronica Taylor also voiced Ash's mum. That must have been interesting, playing both Ash and his mum.
Well, not necessarily. As we know, voice actors sometimes have to do that. I mean, the guy in Beast Wars, I think it was Scott McNeil, the same guy who voiced Dinobot, voiced Rat Trap, which meant there were scenes,
they did that, like,
scenes
on the fly. Just
where
went,
he was literally talking to himself.
They probably didn't, but still holding that.
Yeah, here we are. He's now, yeah, it's Veronica Taylor, seasons 1 to 8. Now, which is season 9 to the present, it's Sarah Natachaney.
What I love about the anime is that Pikachu actually has a language. It's not just random things, there's actually a language to what Pikachu says. I think it is only Pikachu. Pikachu has the most dialogue for a Pokemon. That thing never did evolve into a Raichu. Come on, Ash, Raichu. I know Ash very rarely evolves to Pokemon anyway, but for some reason. But then again, the first version of Pokemon are way cuter and marketable. Because Pokemon.
I'm just curious of how many seasons.
Well, if you've seen there's at least one for every gen of the game. There's what, Gen 7 we're on now, plus the Orange. Or the Johto was 2 seasons, I think. Over 2 separate seasons. And there was the Orange Islands, which no one remembers.
Just over 10.
There was the Orange Islands, which no one remembers. Which is, I think, because Gen 2 wasn't out out yet, so they ran out of anime.
Here we are. The Pokemon animated series is split up into 6 chronologically sequential series in Japan, split up by the version of the video game series the anime takes inspiration from. The original series, the Advanced Generation series, the Diamond and Pearl series, the Best Wishes series, the XY series, and the Sun and Moon series. In the international broadcasts, these 6 series are split into 20
Jesus.
separate seasons. So, 20 seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, must be.
And the Johto had 2 because the first one there was something else, because the next part of Johto for some reason they changed what it was called. Because why not? That's why we're here. No, I think 10 years on.
Yeah, here we are, I found them. So it's... oh god.
Yeah, that should be...
Indigo League.
That's technically Johto as well, because that's Pokemon League's Indigo Plateau as well. Sorry, I'm being...
Yeah, so it's Indigo League, Adventures on the Orange Island, the Johto Journeys, the Johto League Champions, Master Quest, then Hoenn, Advance, Challenge, Advance Battle, Battle Frontier, then Diamond and Pearl, which is Diamond and Pearl Battle Dimension,
Super Galactic Diamond and Pearl,
Battles,
Super Galactic
Diamond
Hyper
and
Awesome
Sinnoh League
Battles.
Victors. Then the Best Wishes series, which is Black and White Rival Destinies, Black and White Adventures in Unova, Black and White Adventures in Unova and Beyond. Then you got XY Kalos Quest, XYZ, and Sun and Moon, which is the ongoing one.
X, Y, and Z. We never did get that Pokemon Z version everyone wanted. In fact, they haven't done a 3rd version of the Pokemon for a while, actually. Last one was Platinum. Because Black and White got Black and White too.
And there have been 20 Pokemon movies so far. With the most recent one... Sorry, the most recent one isn't out yet.
The most recent one is now. I mean,
do you want
doesn't
to
that
know
most
what
recent
it's
one
called?
fall to the one before that then?
Yeah, the most recent was there have been 19. The 20th
Pokemon
is
Movie
out
20,
in
you're
about
still
2
watching
months.
these. Well, that's
was
going to
called
confuse you, because that's not what the first episode of the anime was called. Or something like that.
It's called Pokemon the Movie 20.
Pikachu.
I Choose You. Oh, here we are. That's interesting. It's an upcoming Japanese anime film. Both released as the 20th Pokemon movie and the first film in the Sun and Moon series. It is a remake/retelling of the Indigo League saga, released to commemorate the anime's 20th anniversary.
Okay, that was only 4 episodes long and was incredibly streamlined. That was the game though. I actually like Pokemon The Origin because it's actually based on the games.
There's only a few.
Who are all these
characters who I
people?
recognise, apparently. You've got Ash,
Yes, Professor
Pikachu,
Oak.
Professor Oak, Jessie James
character.
Meowth, and Nurse Joy. They're the only returning
I love
cast,
them.
apparently.
What? No, Gary
At least
motherfucking
based
Oak.
on the Wikipedia page.
Oh, come on, Gary Oak.
Apparently not.
He was amazing in the anime.
But I love the names of the previous ones. I mean, the one that was out last
Pokemon,
year
please stop
is,
watching these.
Volcanion and... It's called Pokemon the Movie, Volcanion and the Mechanical
Fuck.
Marvel.
Pokemon the Mechanical.
Brilliant.
Oh, they must be running out of like, what can we do in these films anymore? We've done everything. And just throw some Pokemon battle and it's all they want.
And I'm finding this very odd because I'm looking at the character list and going, I don't know who a lot of these characters are. Or,
Yeah,
like all the
just
people
people
that
who
join
try
Ash.
Back in the days when it was OG,
I don't know half
nothing
of them anymore.
seriously, I don't know.
Well, no, but you
Well,
knew
Ash
who was always
missed
going to be pretty
Brock
much.
left first. Wait, did Brock leave first? Yeah, Brock left. Brock then came back because everyone
But
hated
Brock
Tracy.
came back.
Basically, what happened. No one liked him, and so Misty did that. Misty left, and all the
left for a
shippers'
while,
hearts
then she
fell.
came back.
Even though they're like, how old are they meant to be? They're incredibly young. And actually, no, the first person to leave was Butterfree. Never forget Butterfree.
Oh, that's heartbreaking, that one.
Poor Butterfree. And Charizard. Back in the days when it was cool and Charizard was a prick. And didn't listen to what Ash said. Which always was funny. I forgot what episode. It was a while they kept that joke going as well. Because it was ages later when Charizard started listening. For the first movie, I can't remember if the second movie had Charizard listening.
I'm also just watching. I'm just reading through the controversies. The programs
There was the
that have been removed.
Porygon one because kids had seizures. There was another one where the safari... There was no safari zone because the warden had a gun and pointed at Ash's face. I mean a fucking gun. And pointed at Ash's face. That was taken out. The Tentacruel episode was delayed because of September the 11th. Jinx was also delayed because they made Jinx purple, so being quite as racially insensitive, even though Jinx is based off, I believe, a Japanese spirit or something. It has nothing to do with blackface. Probably one brings that up. That's the only ones I can think of off the top of my head.
There's one from last year that went out, apparently. Well, this is what I'm finding interesting. It faced criticism.
It's badly written!
When Ash lost the Kalos League. Yeah, it's the Pokemon fandom listen to this. The Pokemon fandom specifically criticized the episode due to the misleading trailers that suggested Ash would win the battle. And because Ash had lost all the Pokemon
wins the
League
power of
past
friendship.
Seasons. Fans also disliked the outcome because they believed that Ash's Greninja had many advantages over Alain's Charizard, including the fact that water-type Pokemon are capable of critically defeating the fire-type Pokemon, and that the rare bond phenomenon Ash's Greninja was subject to was said to be far more powerful than a conventional Mega Evolution. Several animators of the series expressed disappointment that Ash had lost. TV Tokyo's YouTube upload of the teaser of the next episode received an overwhelming
It's the Ghostbusters trailer all over again.
As a result of the outcome. On IMDb, the episode became one of the lowest rating episodes of the
Back in my day,
anime.
the episodes were cancelled because of the cool things. Well, not cool things, but real life things. The Jinx one, the Tentacruel one. I think it was
Controversy. Not because the fans went,
if you want the anime being badly written, that's not a new thing. Yeah, it's been badly written, but yeah, the Tentacruel one, there was the one with the giant tentacle. I've forgotten why it was delayed, I believe, because September 11th, not long around there. And the Jinx one, because Jinx is racially insensitive, even though Jinx has nothing to do with blackface. Well, the Jinx one is stupid, because I believe it's something from Japanese mythology is what it's based on. It has nothing to do with blackface, it's just people being...
It is based on Japanese mythology.
That's something...
It's not that, it's because what you're doing is the audience is
That's why Jinx... Even in the games, I believe now Jinx is now purple. They got rid of Jinx being...
Correct. It's because of the primary... Because it's the Western market.
The September 11th one makes sense.
It's less to do with...
You're like, yeah, you're not going to... And the one with the Porygon seizure one, which means you've never seen Porygon in the anime, because that's the only episode Porygon ever appeared in. And the other one with the gun, finds a kid show. You're not going to have the Safari Warden pointing a gun at Ash's face. I think you even shoot Jesse and James at one point, or tries to shoot, I can't remember. You can find the episodes in Japanese, obviously you can't find any. Because Japan doesn't give a shit with kids' entertainment.
I mean, isn't there a sequence, you see it occasionally, like a snapshot of one of the times that Team Rocket
breasts. Yes. Also, there was a line in the, I believe it's the Kangaskhan one, with the kid who mentioned about sucking on Misty's teat. You know, it's the weird little Japanese things there in it. Because boobs in Japan are funny, not sexual. They're just jokes, you know, the awkward teenager trips and falls face first into a woman's breasts. That's funny. Here, that's sexual assault. Japan is a weird...
Where it's different, it's comedic.
Which is why boobs are a lot in... There's a certain amount of boobs and kids stuff in Japan. And violence. Kids stuff in Japan is incredibly violent. Alright.
Well, you'll get. Yeah, that's very true. You'll get that sense of comedy here, but that sense of comedy.
Or a shitty Adam Sandler film, or just an Adam Sandler film. Yeah.
So, again, though, it's comedy not aimed at kids. It's infantile, but it's aimed at an older audience.
It's different cultures. Oh, the video stopped. Oh well, we're done. We talked about nothing. Not even Giovanni and his Kangaskhan. Although I did mention the episode of Kangaskhan, so it all ties together. I plan this.
It all works out.
I am smart.